Hello, Abnormal Investigations. Good to see you guys. Tonight is Saturday, but I'll be dropping this on Monday. Well, we had Lone Star Supernatural on tonight. Really enjoyed having them on, guys. Had a really good time. We had a good discussion. Really enjoyed them. Really good guys. Got an encounter that was sent in tonight, guys. I'm going to go ahead and share it with you all, and we'll visit with it a little bit after we talk about it. So let's jump into this encounter. I was 11 at the time, and I lived in a small cabin by a stretch of woods. My cousins wanted to play some hide-and-seek tag in the woods, and my house was right at the base of the woods. My mom and dad had left for the night, so we were home alone. We all went out to play hide-and-seek tag when it happened. My youngest cousin Mike was the one seeking. We went to hide, and he started counting. About an hour had passed, and it was dead silent, so we decided it was time to head home. While walking home, we heard a loud blood-curdling howl, so we started to run home. Home was about 30 yards away. About a couple of minutes into walking, after we were tired from the running, we started hearing footsteps behind us. It sounded like something heavy. We were about 20 yards away now, and the footsteps got closer and closer. Then we started running like hell to get home, but somehow it kept up. We arrived at the house and slammed the door behind us, but my older cousin Anne wasn't in the house. She was still out there with that thing. I was starting to tear up when she came running through the door and locked it behind her. She was crying really hard now. I asked her what was wrong, but she said nothing. She had a terrified expression on her face. My young cousins had said, "Look at the window. Something's there." I looked out the window, and I saw blood-red eyes peering through the window right back into my face. It seemed to be bending down. We ran upstairs into my room. I was shaking and out of breath from the face-to-face with the eyes. We locked the doors behind us. We started hearing footsteps around the house. Thump, thump, thump. We all started crying now. I looked out the window and saw it staring at me. I could barely make out the details, but it had a long black fur from the chest up, long rows of bloody teeth, and it had the face of a man covered in black fur, with the snout of a wolf. We immediately ran to the kitchen and called the cops. An hour passed and headlights parked in the driveway. The thing immediately ran into the woods, but it ran faster than I'd ever seen anything run before. We had told the cops what we saw, but they didn't believe us. They didn't believe us at all. The cops looked at us, asked us what we saw, and we told them. They just looked at us, laughed at us. They told us if we continued to prank call, that we could actually go to jail or get in a whole lot of trouble, and for us not to call them again. We went back into the house, very afraid, because now we knew that we couldn't even call for help because we had been threatened. From now on, I will never go back into those woods alone at night again. Please listen to your kids. They may be trying to tell you something that could save their lives or spare them from the trauma that I've went through. You know, I agree with that a lot. If they didn't see anything and they didn't investigate anything, it's very sad that they would threaten you not to call them back. That really irritates me because it's their job to serve you and to come out and to make sure you're safe. And that means getting out of the vehicle, spotlighting, looking around as many times as it takes to make citizens feel safe. That's my thoughts, my theory, and that's what I did. You're there to serve. Sounds to me like they were lazy, didn't want to have to deal with it, and didn't want to get out of the car, and it's irritating. I'm glad that y'all are okay. It does sound like something followed you guys. I'm glad you went in the house, locked the doors, and remained in the house. The hour, I understand the hour for them to arrive out here. It can be even longer than that where I live. So sometimes we have to make sure ourselves that we're safe and take precautions. Guys, I want to thank you so very much for listening. Thank you for the support. Please smash that like button. And as always, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. And we will see you on the next one. And by the way, go check out our alternate channel, AI Seeking the Truth. There's some really wild stories over there, trust me.